Hello friends, welcome back to Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. I come to you with some bad news, at least for me. I did do the Loophole mission, and it was about an hour, and I recorded it, and I checked in several times to make sure it was still recording, but when I finished and saved my game and checked the footage, turns out my computer ran out of storage space partway through the mission, so basically all of it was lost. Which sucks for me because it was a really good mission. It was a 2-map mission. In the first map, I kept it at security level 0 the entire time. And yeah, so I guess long story short, our debt is gone. We no longer owe the $2 million. And Dr. Ash approached us about building a dedicated clinic, and I've got 75 days to raise $500,000. And yeah, so I'm free and clear off of my debt. Me and Octane now have a good working relationship. And yeah, that's where we are now. Sorry I was not able to upload that last mission. It was a really good one. I'm pretty frustrated about it. But regardless, where we stand right now, our top floor is ready for some rooms to go in. But we also now have access to level 3 weapons. So we're going to want to make that happen as quickly as possible. We're low on cash at the moment. And I've also learned a little bit more about how to interact with contacts. So for example, Origami Joe is my primary gun runner. And apparently I can co-conspire, pick a contact to work with directly, and spend a charge to immediately find a job that will benefit you both. So I'm going to try to... What I want is for Origami Joe's influence to increase so that I can get better weapons, right? That's the idea. So apparently now on my timeline, we've got a mutually beneficial mission. Right there. A tip on a vulnerable new Warner Braun operational site, perfect target for a scav raid. This one's free. If you pull it off, you'd be making me look good, which is exactly what I'm going for. So we've got a salvage sting in 12 days. We've got a not very good legwork happening right here with Rev. Oh, that was the other thing, is poor Kevin, I think his name is? No, Ken. Poor Ken had to go on like a legwork down in the muck underneath the city. Poor guy. Ended up doing just fine, but yeah. Anyway, let's forget about the past. Let's move forward. We've got some legwork. We've also got this. Wendigo wants me to execute 3 enemy captains. Also Warner Braun. Interesting. Okay, Green Affair. Are there any other contacts? I think I spent my charge though, right? Like, yeah, I noticed that I don't have any more co-conspire options here. I'm beginning, just slowly, to get this game down. Now again, we have some level 3 weapons available, which I would really like to do before any, like, super intense combat missions, if at all possible. Again, the fact that the wires are only $4,000 means that I'm going to be pretty much constantly spending money upgrading these rooms. It's a small amount of money, but when it comes time to start making these buildings, it's the time that's the relevant variable. So, triage clinic. We'll get more cryogenic cooling in there. I know that despite my attempts to be stealthy, I often come back with wounds. Do I really have to come back? Cyrix Tobin knows how to throw a party. That's right, I sent most of my folks to a party. My face and 2 of my mercs went to a party. It was a great time, apparently. And they've struck up a positive relationship. Things went south in the middle of the night. I kind of assumed that. Didn't hear the river rats coming. They must have paddled in close before kicking their outboard motors in their little speedboats. Okay, so this was my 44%, and clearly this failed. And Rev's gonna be taking injuries. Great. Really fast, can I send you for treatment? Yes. Dr. Ash, you are a savior. Not that it's super important because these heists aren't for a little while, but faster recovery is definitely better. Got a new clean room down there. And we have a hype limit break for Surin. Bonus XP gained is almost always the right way to go. Like, being able to increase your rate of improvement, very, very important. And we have an influence limit break. Item blueprints, combat drugs to level 2. No, we're gonna go with the gun nut upgrade. Okay. Promise me you'll come back, Midnight. The club won't be the same without you. You're right about that. Keep that booth warmed up and the bottle of Torelli Silver chilled for me. If you two are done, I get it. Business all the time, no fun. Wonder if that thing in your spine will be capable of quantum fun. Cyrix. A joke. I'm flying high as hell because I've delivered as I promised. We've started something, we've got their attention. It's so funny that we've hooked a corporate VP for Warner Braun and we're about to hit their facilities twice. It's fine. Sarah booked a private suite where anyone from Warner Braun can conduct private business day or night. Nice. Okay, I've got the cords of one of Warner Braun's new quantum relays. Prime target for spiking the CPU and deploy little virus. The sheer number of entangled quantum endpoints and hardened relays they'll have to deploy. It's a hacker's dreamscape. Every time they lay a new node, they're opening up another attack vector. Again, we are just so hammering Warner Braun while at the same time trying to be allies with them. It's very funny. Okay, so we've got a CPU spike job, which, as usual, I'm pretty sure I want to do before the heists because it will allow me to hopefully build up some cash. You need mercs on a legwork. One of my under-the-table suppliers is trying to dry up on me. We'll do that after these heists. $126,000, 30 XP, bonus influence for dance hall. Yeah, let's do this. So we're gonna get Sentry in there. Do I have access to... I think I already checked if I have access to any hacking drugs yet. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Now, I was told in my last hacking mission by Squeaking Lion that I need to not necessarily prep attack right away, at least not until I get a better cyber deck. This is... okay, it's not too big. So we're gonna prep. I also have Trace Vector, plus 10% matrix damage. I'm not too worried about that just yet. So we're going to prep Scan, Sleaze, Deception, Disarm. We're going to hit Hard Shell and Overclock. And I think this is why I prepped Attack, because it's available. So we'll Scan, Deception, Scan. Alright, we got some money. It looks like Deception is definitely going to be our bread and butter today. Ooh, a trap. We'll disarm it. And download. We're looking to spike the CPU and be out before turn 4, but of course we really want more money as well. We'll load Deception again, which I guess is why it's a good idea for me to not load Attack right away. And this is just a firewall, right? I can probably skip that. I can just go straight up top. Wait, did I? No, scan again. Oh, hey, there's a trap. So scan again. Head on up. I'm at 20 AP. We'll sleaze this. We'll scan. There's 2 active ice over there. And we have 10 Matrix AP left. I think we're going to go ahead and end the turn. Reload scan. Connect. Okay. So we have 2 active ice here. One is Scrambler, which unloads Cyberdeck programs, which is pretty inconvenient. The other one is Tracer, which adds security tally. So we're going to start with the Cyberdeck program one. We're going to load Deception. We're at 55 escalation. Download the blueprints. Scan. Plus 4 AP cost to all actions. I'm actually fine with that. I'm just going to scan. We got money over here. So we'll connect. We'll sleaze the data lock. Download, download. Beautiful. Ah, we've scanned 2 out of 2, and this is still unknown. That makes this the... That makes that the CPU. So we're going to load Attack. We're going to scan. We're going to null op to try to attack anything that they've got. We'll attack this diamond, which will increase the security level, but that's fine, because now I can spike... Wait. Oh, I need to scan. We're going to load scan, scan it to 2, spike. So we've deployed the virus, but I still have... Turn 4, this is turn 2. Yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and grab this thing. So we're going to end the action for the turn. We'll head up here. Disarm, sleaze, download, download. Now we're out of here. I've gotten everything, right? Awesome. Disconnect. Let's go. No problem. In, out, slammed the CPU. Let's go. Not bad. So we got all of the loot, and we got all of the optional things. Sentry gets some XP. We got $100,000. As well as some stuff. A bunch of accounts. That's really good. Okay, onward to the safe house. As you can see, this is going to be a very combat light video. I feel like these heists are going to be in the next video. But first, let's check out our cold storage. Accounts can pretty much be sold immediately. Now, again, I believe there is a way that I can sell these in such a way that it helps increase my trust or perhaps influence, but I don't know how, if that's a thing. Either way, we're selling. So I think if you sell the right things to the right people, a little thing will pop up that'll say bonus influence or bonus trust or something like that. Okay, account's done. We do have this Research Compendium Alpha. Ooh, and it's going to use a legendary, so we're going to mint that. We're going to go into files. And another thing that I learned is that, I think I mentioned this before in the video that got lost, if you click on used by set, now we're only looking at things that are not used by a set. And yeah, look at this Research Compendium Alpha, $316,000. Now, favors are excellent. I really do need favors, but in this particular moment, like later on in the game, I've learned that favors are usually more valuable than money, but right now, because of all those level 3 weapons that are available, I'm going to sell this for as much cash as I can, because I want to buy all of the new shiny weapons before my upcoming combat encounters. And then sometimes there's a thing you can actually do with these and get missions out of them, but it doesn't look like I've got any of those. So we'll sell. We'll sell. 2 favors is a lot. We're gonna get the two favors from Dance Hall. I know I said I need money, but we've got $500,000, which at this stage of the game is a fair amount of money. Also, once again, we're going to sell those blueprints because we're not going to need blueprints for a little while. And again, if I were to just look at all of these files, I could get some extra money by selling some of these. That would be a short-term gain. In fact, sometimes, like, if I have multiple of the same one, we'll sell some of those, but I think we're good for now. Now, really quick, let's check our barracks. So, our Cyber Knight uses a sword and a pistol, which makes sense. Sniper rifle and a revolver. Pistol, revolver. So it's obvious we're going to need a lot of pistols. I went ahead and gave Ken this True Sight railgun that I picked up. So we got to be careful about how I'm spending my money. For now, it's all weapons all the time. I mean, it's way too good to have upgraded weapons and mods. So we're going to look just at the level 3 weapons. Kinblade versus the Gnaw Edge. Let's compare. The Gnaw Edge does more damage, has less armor shred, higher reload size, Power Slice versus... Oh, I'm sorry. Armor Cutter versus Tridey Edge. The target suffers an extra 160 pure damage. Okay, so we're going to go with the Kinblade, I think. And we've got 1, 2, 3 people that use blades, but I think I'm only going to pick up 2. Yeah, because that's already a lot. Now, as for pistols, I don't have a pistol, but I could silence this Uzi. And then, what about this hunter sight? I'm gonna, really quick... What am I currently using? currently using long sight red. I'm having a hard time directly comparing it. Let's just look at damage. Okay, so 350, max range 42, long sight range 325, max range 42. It is an upgrade, but it's not like a massive upgrade. We're going to buy a couple of SMGs. We've already got some pistol silencers, so I don't need more of those. Alright, let's do some equipping and see what happens. We're going to remove the mods, unequip, put on the kin blade. Flash grip, and then an ion battery is something I could use. So we'll buy a few of those. And then I think I'm going to leave you with the secure shot. But we're going to get some extra mods for that. So again, the red dot line tends to be for further away. It gives me a greater range. Whereas the reflex is more about up close and personal. So I'm going to buy one of those as well. Okay, that's it for my cash for now. We're going to give you the red dot. And that's it for my Cyber Knight for now. Gonna get you a suppressor on your rifle. And we've got this Jackhammer K stock. Bonus crit and stealth crit, hell yeah. Absolutely. Your optic is going to be the reflex, because generally speaking, if I'm using the revolver, it means that there's someone up close and personal. Can't put a silencer on it. Okay, so I still need, like, more mods, it turns out. Okay, you've still got a defensor, so first off, we're gonna remove the mods. We're gonna give you the Uzi instead, with the silencer and a red dot. Same deal. Remove mods. Now, in general, this might be something that I'm gonna do off camera. Sorry about that. More of the time, because I don't know how fun and exciting it is to watch me just go around doing a bunch of inventory maintenance. I'm sure some folks are into that sort of thing. And then we want to give our Vanguard this other kin blade. And honestly, as silly as it is, I'm actually going to put the sword in the primary spot. And we'll put the pistol in the secondary spot. And do I have another sword user? Not really. Not yet. That's not a very good weapon, though. At least compared to what I've got now. We'll give you the Swift Kit AR-13. Okay, I think we're all right. Gonna go to the market. Actually, we're gonna go to our inventory. I'm gonna keep one of these E-cutters just in case. See if we can get some of our money back. Oh, and we've got a training to do. Okay, so our face, we've already done Puppet Master, which I think is probably like the best early game talent. Where are we going next? Pulling strings. Yeah, that's probably the way to go. Okay, I think that's about that. Gonna do some more upgrades. If we had the money, we could upgrade our Command HQ. There we go. Okay, so I think we're now ready to do either the Green Affair or the Salvage Sting. I think both will be fine. I think we're going to go with Salvage Sting first. But, of course, we're going to do that in the next episode. So thank you, friends, very much for watching this video. And I hope I'll see you in the next one.